Hi y'all, it's Kimberly from Sunshine Riding School. The lockdown continues and it's pouring rain. So, do not be surprised this morning if we are not photobombed by at least one cat. And so, let us stay positive, stay straight, get a cup of tea, and let's dance with some horses. Hi! Well, we hope that you have picked up a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and are settled back to join us for a little bit of news and information this morning. I didn't post on Friday as I really didn't have anything to say, and I hadn't actually pre-cut the videos that I want to use. On Friday, I have decided that we're going to do a new series which I am going to keep with the movie theme, and I'm going to call The Lords of the Ring. And that's going to be about jumping. I do want to give you some news that has happened. I want to thank you for all your kind support this past week. Good news, the government grant actually arrived in our account at 9 o'clock this morning, which was really good, which means the first thing we're going to be doing here in a couple of minutes is calling the vet and ordering Dottie's tablets. So Dottie will have her prescription this week. It was a close run thing because we had tablets until Thursday, and after Thursday I wasn't sure what I was going to do because the £4.68 that was left in the business bank account was not going to cover Dottie's tablets. But nothing to worry about now, and all I can say is thank you so much for your support, for your notes, your comments of support, for your prayers. It really has meant a lot to myself and to the entirety of the Sunshine family. The second thing I want to talk to you about is the fact that I got notification this morning that they are developing a working paper on riding schools, and what they want to do is look at when they can reopen the riding school. Now, there is a major concern, of course, that riding schools and riding horses leads to accidents. Accidents leads to trips to A&E. A&E trips overwork the NHS. All of that I'm not going to argue with. People do fall off horses and people do get hurt. However, riding schools, it appears, have a lower level of injury risk than general riding. So I have submitted Sunshine's figures, which are very good and I'm very proud of. And we will be able to open with the first wave of openings. There is public concern that says they would like riding schools to hold till second or possibly the third wave of openings, which means we wouldn't be open till the middle of June, which is really not on. We will continue to work with the government to try to create a safe environment for you to come in. Almost every riding school that I am in contact with currently are saying that when they do open, much like what Sunshine will be doing, it will be private lessons, one-on-one, with the appropriate amount of social distancing. I think that's the way forward. Obviously, my fellow riding school people think that's the way forward. So let's just hope the government listens to us. Okay, have you got your dancing shoes on? I know Dora does, because it's time to start dancing with horses. Now, last time we talked about rhythm, and I showed you the rhythm, and how when you walk and you trot, you have a 4-4, 1, 2, 3, 4 rhythm. I can speak this morning, really I can. When you are cantering, you get the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 kind of rhythm, and when you gallop, you get the 1, 1, 1 rhythm. And that's really important because, like I say, on the tests, and today's example is Novice 34, which Hugh is working on with Dora, out here in this outside column tells me what I'm supposed to be judging and marking and critiquing on. And the very first thing it says is straightness. Yes, you will also see everything else that I have to mark and grade on, including rhythm. Okay, now, straightness. What does that mean? It means your horse's hind legs track up or walk in the same pattern as the front legs. Your horse's legs are working in what is creating a V shape underneath. Now, to create that, there's two things you need to remember. Number one, a horse works on a diagonal. So the right front foot and the left hind foot are a pair, and the left front foot and the right hind foot are a pair. And when a horse moves in front of you and it's tracking up properly, what you will visually see is a V shape underneath the belly of the horse. When a horse tracks up properly like that, it is straight. If a horse is slightly on the skew if, you will not get that. So, how do we get our horses to stay straight? Now, I know some of you have been in my classes and you've heard me say this. Also, you've heard me talk about using your inside leg and your outside rein. That is controlling the outside diagonal. Okay? And that's what you need to control to keep the horse straight. So you need to make sure you have a firm but not tight contact on your outside rein, and your inside leg is on, wrapped under the belly of the horse. No duck feet out to the side. Wrapped under to give the horse support. It's counting on you to create the walls that it will guide through. When you're riding this way, you need to make sure that your hips are square, that there is a cable almost, a mental cable, that runs from your belly button to the space between the horse's ears, and then on into infinity. That cable is pulling you along, so your hips stay straight. And if your hips are straight, and you're evenly balanced on the bottom of your pelvis, the horse can feel that. If you are straight, and you're holding the horse straight, everybody's straight. And that is what is important. You're going to say, this is wonderful. I can go straight, but at some point I'm going to have to turn. So what do I do? Well, obviously the first thing you're going to do is look where you're going. There are lovely pictures in riding books that show the rider sitting there looking all right and proper, and the chin straight forward and the head's fall forward. And they're not going around a corner. That's a picture. It's a hand-drawn picture. Sometimes it's even a photograph. It looks really good. But when you go around a corner, you need to look where you're going. You would do that on a bicycle. You would do that driving a car. You would probably even do it if you're walking. You're going to look, and you need to look. And it's not just an eye shift, because you need to change your weight so your horse can feel it. And the minute your horse feels it, because you're holding it and supporting it with your leg, it will feel that and it will move with you. And you don't have to kick to go around a corner. It's important that we use our bodies as riders correctly so that we can help the horse maintain its rhythm and its straightness, as well as proper contact, balance, tempo, and freedom. Your horse needs to be free to move. If we use our bodies properly, the horse can use their bodies properly. They're not held, they're not in pain. May I recommend, if you've got the chance and you've got the time, and you possibly have the app, or I guess they call it an app. If you've got Prime, you can click on and get Horse and Country. Currently, they are showing the FEI World Dressage Championships. They are brilliant to watch, because you will be able to see that the things that Fiona and myself tell you about are the exact things that they are using themselves as world champions, as Grand Prix riders. There is no rule or reason that we cannot use the same techniques at intro, prelim, novice, and elementary that they use at Grand Prix. So take a look, watch, and learn. It's really, really fascinating. At this point, I'd like to say thank you for spending time with us. I hope you've enjoyed your cup of tea. I've enjoyed being with you. And I hope that you are still working on all the exercises that has been given to you, so you're ready when we finally do get to open. And I also would like to remind you to like and subscribe, to tap the little bell, which will tell you when I do upload these videos. And we'd also like you to keep safe, keep healthy, keep strong, and keep virtually riding. Bye-bye now.